Well, good afternoon. This is Captain Matt Weber, and I love to fish. But again, I love to eat great food as well. Today is a special day. Today is, we're going to prepare our smoked buffalo tenderloins on the grill. So I'm going to show you what we're going to need to do that and how we're going to do it. First things first, I've got a couple of trays that I like to use that have holes in the bottom. We're not really looking to capture a lot of juices and flavors on the barbecue pit for this one. So I don't mind the drippings dripping off. This is going to help the heat penetrate through and smoke these guys really good. So I got 2 of these pans. I've got 4 packages of the tenderloins. There's about 6 or 7 of them in here a piece. We're going to cook all of these, and I like to use Crystal wing sauce. The thing I like about this is it's a nice thick sauce. It's not too powerful when it comes to the heat. So that means that if you want, you can go ahead and add your Crystal sauce to bam it up a notch if you really want to make you a hot batch or what have you. So the other thing that I like to do is I like to have me, especially when I'm smoking stuff, I like to have me a nice rum and coke. So I take me some spiced rum in my Turvis cup. I'm going to fill it up, obviously with ice, but I'm going to fill it up right to about where that first segment comes into play, like that. And now I finish it off with the soda. Just like that. Now if you want to be sporty and you want to be all Cuba Libre, you can throw a lime in there, but I just keep it plain. So that's the ingredient setup. It's pretty simple. Now let's go check out and see what the fire is all about. First things first with the fire, I got some charcoal up in here. I'm going to touch that off. My wood is wet because it's raining down here and it's South Florida, so that just happens. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to heat those coals up real good. I'm going to get a good fire going, and then I'm going to lay the wood on there, and it'll burn that burn a lot of that moisture out of there. So I'm going to open everything up. I'm going to load it up with lighter fluid, and then I'm going to touch it off. Let it happen. I have to add a little bit of wood, so I'm just going to chunk this on there, and I might move my tongs to move it around, but what I want to do is I want to create a little chamber so that I don't choke the fire out. That and that, and then I'm going to lay this dude across like that. Put this dude up here like this, and we'll let that go through its fire phases and such. So that's going to be a good way to keep that fire moving through the wood. It's got good airflow, and it's just going to sit there and burn. I'm going to set this piece off to the side. All right, now that we got some time go by, we're taking a look at the fire. It looks good. It looks like we're ready to cook. So we're going to go ahead and close everything down and get everything righteous inside the smoker to start cooking this chicken. So let's go ahead and do that. First things first. So now we're going to prep the chickens. One of the things I should have done earlier, but I didn't because I forgot, was we're in the house. We take these damn masks off. We don't need those. Not in the house, we don't. All right, so I got the chickens out. Now I'm going to just lay them on the pans. Kind of like this. This is not rocket science here. This is actually a very simple process. We're going to take these dudes, we're going to lay them in there, 2 more, I'm going to stack them in there a little tight. It's alright though, they'll shrink up when we get them in the smoker. Now I'm going to set this pan on top. This is just for convenience purposes, so I'm not getting all kinds of chicken juice all over the countertop unnecessarily. We're still going to wipe it down after we do this, but there's no sense in unnecessarily doing all that. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to mix up the sauce. But first, one of the things I realized is I'm low on sauce. So I'm going to go ahead and remedy that. Once again, nice try ice cube. Fill that cup up with ice. We're going to go just up to the first transition in the Tervis cup with rum. That spiced rum is delicious. And I like to use diet caffeine-free soda. Although it's not exactly keto, it's a little less sugary, less caffeine and such. So just like that. All right, now we've got our sauce. It's time to make the wing sauce. So I'm going to take the crystal wing sauce and I'm just going to pour it in about a medium-sized bowl here, just like that. Unfortunately, I don't think that's enough to do the job. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to our backup jug. You always got to have a par level jug. Make sure you got a par level jug on hand. That way you know when to order you another one so you don't run out. Because running out in the middle of a project is just inexcusable. So there, finish that off. Now, one of the things that I like to do is I like to take me some of that fresh garlic. I know I didn't show that earlier, but here's that fresh chopped garlic. I'm going to take me a couple of forkfuls in there. We're going to do 3. I like that. Oh yeah, that looks good. So now all I'm going to do is I'm going to fold that in with the fork. Well, not fold it in, I'm just going to stir it in. And now we've got us our crystal wing sauce with a little bit of garlic in there. That's delicious. That's what we're going to end up dipping those tenders into to make them buffalo. So I'm going to go ahead and taste that. Mmm, tastes so good. Tastes so good. All right, well, I got about 250 in the center section, which is about where I want it to be for cooking these guys. I'm not really going to put them in the smoker section because it's not just, the temperature just isn't getting up to where I need it to be. With the rain and everything like that, I'm going to take an opportunity to cook them in the section where the temperature is holding steady or right at about 250. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to place these guys in the smoker just like that, close her down, and I'm going to let the Lord do the work. All right. According to my watch, it's been 30 minutes, so we're going to go ahead and check on these tenders. Now I can see that my pit's up to 350, my smoker side's up to 200, so I may transition these over to the cooler side of the pit in order to make sure that we're getting good low heat and lots of smoke on these things. So let's check them out. Oh, look at that. They look gorgeous. So I'm going to go ahead and take my tongs, and I'm going to go ahead and flip them. All right, so according to my watch, it's been about 30 more minutes, so we're going to go ahead and check them out, see what we're working with. Oh man, do those look delicious. Would you look at that? Nice, tender chicken tenders, smoked. I'm going to take one of these dudes, and I want to kind of break it in half, see what we're working with here. So it's cooked all the way through. I love that. That's wonderful. So it's time to juice them all up. All right. So now it's time to buffalo these chicken tenders up. So the next step here is to go ahead and we're going to dunk all of these in the sauce and throw them back up on the pan here. So we're just going to give them a bath in this beautiful garlic buffalo sauce. We're going to make sure we get some garlics on there. Delicious. Oh, so delicious. So one of the things about these chicken tenders that we're cooking out here is we're going to do 2 things. Number 1, I made some bammed up sauce where I added in some of that crystal on top of it. I'm going to redunk half of those to make a spicy set and a non-spicy set. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make a quick salad. Now, this salad is just a side. This is a basic salad. You can do this for just about anything. I'm going to use romaine hearts, just 1. I'm going to use these little mini cucumbers. I like these better than the big green cucumbers. They have just a cleaner taste. They don't have that harsh, acrid taste of the dark green cucumbers. I've got Roma tomatoes. I'm going to use a couple of those to kind of even out with the cucumbers. And then I've got some already prepped white onions that I've cooked from, or I chopped up from the other night. So I'm going to go ahead and get this started. And there you have it. So now we've got a nice salad in here. What we'll do is we'll add the salad dressing in, stir that up, and we've got us a nice salad to complement our chicken tenders. All right, so I'm going to show you a little trick about how to mix this all in, especially with the salad dressing. Now I make this salad dressing. This is Greek salad dressing. I love this. This is going to be in a different video of how to make this dressing. But what we're going to do is we're going to shake this dressing up real good, get the lid off, and we're going to pour some in here. Not necessarily too liberally. You know, you'll figure it out. So that's step one. Add the dressing. Now I've got all my ingredients in here. Now what I'm going to do is I need to mix this up. What's the best way to mix this up? I'm going to take a bowl of the exact same size. I'm going to slip it over the top. I'm going to pancake it down on top of it so it looks like a little flying saucer through here. And then I'm going to shake it. I'm going to shake the living daylights out of it. So here's what it looks like before. Now we're going to shake the little flying saucer. You might see some of the dressing come out of the side, but that's okay. Just like that. Now watch. Oh, would you look at that? It's mixed up perfect. There's dressing all up in there. Now, I did dirty up another bowl, but that's why we have kids to do dishes, right? Excellent. All right, now we're going to move on to the chicken tenders. All right, so we made our salad. Now it's time. I decided that I wanted to redunk with a little bit of pep on our half of these because it was worth it. So here I'm going to take, and I'm just going to use the fork to dredge these through like that. So we're going to take these off the pit. We're going to take them into the house, and we're going to get ready for dinner. But here's the great reveal at the end. These are what these bad boys look like. Oh my goodness! Would you look at that? These are the ones that are mild. And these are the ones where we bammed them up in a little extra bit to make them super hot. Super hot, just kind of mild. We got our salad, we've got our chicken tenders, hot and mild, and we've got some stuffed mushrooms. We'll do an episode on those some other time. And we got some garlic rice, which is right on as well.